Everyone, even those with flat bellies, has some fat on their body. Too much of it, on the other hand, can be damaging to your health in a variety of ways. Obesity does not necessarily suggest that you are unhealthy. There are many beautiful examples of obese people who are in good health. On the other hand, several skinny people have metabolic issues. Because under the skin fat does not constitute a severe health danger, this occurs. Isn't it just inconvenient from a cosmetic standpoint? The fat in the abdominal cavity, commonly known as belly fat, is the actual monster. It not only causes health problems, but it also is one of the most complex types of fat to lose. As a result, belly fat is more than an annoyance that causes your clothes to feel snug. This video will discuss 5 tricks to reduce your belly fat and help your abs grow. Hello everyone, welcome back to HealthLibrary. In today's video, we'll be looking into 5 different tricks to help your abs grow. Ensure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss any updates coming out in the future. Number 5, stretching. Even though stretching won't directly make your abs develop, it will help your abs expand after your workouts by doing something else. This is because every muscle in your body has fascia, a thin connective tissue surrounding it. This fascia isn't loose, instead it's wrapped very tightly around each of your muscles, practically confining them. A well-known bodybuilding scientist, DJ Millward, observed this and developed the bag expansion theory. The fascia encircling a power was thought to be the bag, and by extending it, more room for the muscles to grow is created. To stretch effectively, you must first realize that the optimal time to try the connective tissue around a muscle is while you are pumping. When a massive blood flow flows to the power, the pump forms a highly tight feeling, because the fascia is already stretched when your muscle is pumped due to the force being so full of blood. Straining it more at the same time will result in a far more acute stretch. Therefore, you should always do 3 20-second reverse cobra stretches after your ab workout circuits. Assume you're completing a course that includes weighted crunches, V sit-ups, pulse-ups, and jackknives. We recommend doing all these exercises in a row, aiming for 10 reps of each. When your abs feel particularly tight at the end of each session, immediately execute a 15-second reverse cobra stretch. Then take a quick 5 to 10 second pause and continue for a total of 3 times. Rep the ab workout circuit for 2 or 3 repetitions, culminating with the 3 cobra stretches at the end of each course. You can also do more stretching sets at the end of your ab workout if you don't want to stretch your abs between groups, perhaps because you don't want to compromise your performance. Just make sure you do it while your muscles are still pumped. Number 4, progressively overload your ab workouts. The most crucial training stimulus for muscle growth is progressive loading. If you never put your muscles to the test by doing activities that take you outside your comfort zone, they are unlikely to grow. The same holds for your abs, so you'll be wasting your time if you don't steadily increase the amount of stress you're putting on your abs with your workouts. Although you can achieve progressive overload by adding more reps and sets to each activity, focusing on intensity is superior to progressively overloading muscle growth. According to one study, a high-intensity, low-volume resistance training group considerably outperformed a high-volume, moderate-intensity resistance training group in terms of strength and muscle growth. Exercises like decline sit-ups, crunches, pulse-ups, and jackknives should all be done with weights, and you should always aim to increase the amount of weight you use. Now, you want to do this carefully because if you grab a significant weight, place it behind your head, and begin doing decline sit-ups, you risk injuring your lower back. This is because if your core isn't strong enough to support the weight you're carrying, tension will be transferred to your lower back, causing an injury. Start with a light weight and hold it across your chest or straight up towards the ceiling as you begin introducing weights into your sit-up and crunching exercises. You can place the same weight behind your head as you gain strength to make the movement more difficult. You can also set a weight between your feet for lower ab exercises. And regardless of where you are with your weight, you should gradually increase the amount of weight you use whenever you are ready. We do this by aiming for a specific rep range such as 6 to 10 reps. Remember that the rep ranges can be changed depending on the exercise, but if you're aiming for 10 reps and can do all 10 for a few of your sets without much difficulty, you should raise the weight you're using. Number 3, take longer breaks between your weighted ab sets. The second step is to ensure that you take longer rests between weighted ab sets. The longer you wait before doing your next stage, the more your muscles will heal like any other muscle group. The reason you're doing ab workouts with weights is so you can enhance your ab strength, grow your ab muscles, and utilize even heavier weights to keep the steady growth going. If you don't take a long enough pause between sets, the number of reps you can squeeze out will drop dramatically, so you'll want to set aside some time to recuperate so that you can go into each set virtually at full strength. This will take roughly 2 to 3 minutes, but for some exercises such as declining sit-ups, waiting a full 5 minutes between repetitions may provide higher strength advantages. This isn't to say that you can't undertake circuits in which you do several ab exercises back to back and only take a break once you've completed all the activities in the course. Even if there is a circuit at the end, we recommend taking a complete 2 to 3 minute pause so you can be ready for the following session. Also bear in mind that you should do more difficult weighted exercises first, such as declining sit-ups, because you'll be able to raise the heaviest loads while you're not wary. The critical line is that you want to take long enough breaks during your heavy ab training sets so that you can keep getting enough reps with the heavy weights as you do more sets. Number 2, work your abs with different angles and with varying ranges of motion. Stability balls, declining benches, and Bosu balls can all assist you in precisely doing that. When doing conventional crunches, you can only bring your upper body back down to the floor. You can't go any further than the floor. However, when doing the same exercise on a stability ball, you can relax your back slightly past the neutral point, allowing for a broader range of motion. Controlling your body on a Bosu ball or stability ball presents a unique challenge for deep abdominal muscles like the transverse abdominis. As previously described, you can also use the declining bench to produce a new angle for sit-ups. When you get halfway up on a conventional sit-up, all of the tension in your abs is released. However, if you have a steep enough drop, you can go all the way up to where your chest meets your knees and still have tension in your abs. In addition to decline sit-ups, the decline bench can be used to conduct incline leg lifts and a variety of other workouts that increase the tension on the abs. Number 1, give enough time for recovery. All your muscles expand not while you're working out, but after you're finished working out and are resting. Not only will you get fewer results if you don't recover properly with ample rest before working the same muscle again, but you'll also increase your chances of being injured. We're confident that if you did a leg workout today, you'd know better than to do another one tomorrow. People, for whatever reason, treat their abs differently by working on them every day. Much of this comes from the belief that your abs can take a beating because they're utilized to maintain your trunk all day and are primarily made up of type 1 muscle fibers. Type 1 muscle fibers are noted for their endurance instead of type 2 muscle fibers known for their strength and explosive potential. This doesn't change the reality that both muscle fiber types require adequate recovery time, especially if you're lifting weights and regularly employing high-intensity training techniques to tear down your ab muscles. To see the most satisfactory results in growth, we recommend working your abs no more than once every other day. Also, 1 or 2 serious ab training exercises per week, where you spend the entire session breaking down your abs, may be even more beneficial than 3 shorter sessions per week when you add in abs as a finisher at the end of your workout. Remember, we want to treat our abs the same way we would other muscles in our body to grow as well. We have come to the end of the video. Do share your views in the comments section below. Make sure to like and share the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Also, enable the notifications buttons to not miss any videos in the future. Until next time, goodbye!